मेरा वाइट है. वाइट वाइट.
Hello and welcome to I League 2 action. We're live from Mohali as Delhi FC take on Sporting Club de Goa in what is a really important matchup in the I League 2. As the quest to make it to the Indian Football League is still on, and it's a very tight table, of course. United on 7, Delhi FC on 7, Sporting Club de Goa on 7. Below them, Sporting Club Bengaluru also on 5, Bengaluru United and Morningstar also on 5 each, as Delhi FC look for a bit of space. That'll fizzle out for a goal kick. It is Delhi FC who have a game in hand out of the two teams who are also on 7 points with them. They haven't lost a game yet. It is a very tight table at the top. and towards the middle as well. Delhi, of course, in their black strip. And Sporting in their white as compared to the usual orange that they wear. Of course, traveling. This is at the Minerva Academy ground, of course. Minerva, who are making waves in terms of their youth teams and doing the country proud internationally. And here they are looking to progress down the right hand side as Aditya Sindhi tried to move forward. Avilash Paul in between the sticks for Sporting Club de Goa. A very experienced campaigner. As they have built quite an experienced squad. Not the best of balls out from the back, and it will be another goal kick from his point of view. Bengaluru, Sporting Club Bengaluru, that is, are playing Naroka as well at the same time, so could be a bit of shape shifting in the table this afternoon, as it always is. Might be looking for a long throw now, which has come back into fashion in the world game. It always has been a part of Indian football, especially I-League 2, I-League or the Indian Football League. A bit of long throws in the ISL as well. Here comes Delhi FC looking for a flick on. Bit of hold-up play actually. Tried to play it into the area. It has been given as a goal kick actually. Lots of chatter going on the field, as you can hear from the mics. And all the action on the Indian Football YouTube channel when it comes to the I-League 2. Decent ball, almost looking to touch. That's a good interception, and now Sporting could have a bit of space. And not the best of balls towards the left-hand side, looking for that pass towards Syed Umar. Bit of possession now for Delhi FC, playing it all the way back towards Georgian Hanse in between the sticks. Another good shot stopper. Nicely kept in play there by Syed. Now decent ball in. Chance to shoot maybe. And nicely blocked. So looking to get away their first proper move there, Sporting Club de Goa. Delhi FC started off with a draw versus Naroka. Then against Karbi Anglong Morning Star, they won 2-1, and a similar scoreline versus Sudeva Delhi, which is basically the Delhi derby in terms of name, of course. And now this is a big one as they take on Sporting Club de Goa. So one thing is for sure, they've scored in all of their games so far. but they've also not kept a clean sheet, so that's something they'll try to look at. Another long throw down the line this time, doesn't work out. So Neeraj Bandari scoring for Delhi in the first game. Himanshu Jangra, who's been a part of them for a long time as well, scoring a couple. Making sure that there's not enough space to cross there from the left from Sporting's point of view. And now they can break away through the center. Nice pass, but eventually too many black shirts around. And good energy in this game in the first few minutes. Now down the left-hand side come Delhi FC, nicely thwarted out on the right. End-to-end stuff so far. And most recently, of course, it was Jangra who got another brace versus Sudeva Delhi. Tries to keep that in, but cleared away again by the white shirts. And good hold-up play there by Robbie Hansda, who made a name for himself in the Calcutta Football League. And does well to hold up and get a foul as well. So it's all happening in the first 10 minutes here at the Minerva Academy ground. And as I said, it'll be very important for Delhi FC to try and keep a clean sheet. Lots of space on the right if they want to play it there. Looks for the ball to the inside channel, but now there's a chance to cross. Decent ball across the area, but cleared away nicely by the Sporting defense, who always knew that there was a man running. And that's a foul. A bit of a clip there by, I think it was Lenny Rodriguez in the midfield. Another very experienced campaigner, of course. Quick free kick taken, but there was no space to take it. It looks like Samson will get a bit of a talking to from the ref, as will the defenders, who are not going to move until the referee tells them to. All the subtleties of football, just making sure you annoy your opponents here and there, get under their skin. It's all part and parcel. It's why we enjoy the game. Ayan has an option with his left foot, as does Akash. And it's a bit of a fake from a training ground routine, maybe. And now they do take it. It's Ayan. Well, no matter how much you practice those fakes, the actual delivery has to be better. Looking for a counter there, Sporting, but not really able to make the most of it. And one of the players stays down in the bargain. Hopefully it's not too serious. Time for the physio to get their first contribution of this particular matchup. He's still staying down. This could be a problem for Sporting. The stretcher is also coming out. So we could have our first substitution in as early as the 12th minute. So already a player stretchered off, which is not the best of sights if you're a Sporting Club de Goa fan. Quite an innocuous injury. It wasn't really much of a tackle or anything more. Maybe an injury which was already being suffered. And Avilash Paul also cramping up a bit already. It's pretty hot, of course. We're deep into the Indian summer. So a bit of a delay, and we should get things going once again. Our referee today is Jatinder Singh, assisted by Churchill Rana and Kamal Kishore. Fourth official is Ajay Singh. Will be a free kick now for Delhi. And that is the change. So Lenny Rodriguez is the one who is injured and is off. Samuel Costa comes on. That's a big miss for Sporting Club de Goa. Lenny Rodriguez and all his experience. But they'll have to do without him. Here they come. A bit of space down the right hand side. Trying to hold on to possession for now, but then they lose out on it, and Delhi on the counter have an opportunity. They're very quick at these particular breaks. Decent delivery, not the best of clearances, and then the shot which is blocked. And another shot this time off the frame. Not testing Avilash Paul, but for a second it looked like Delhi could have got the opener in this one. Not easy when you see one of your senior players being stretchered off early in a game. Especially if it is the likes of Lenny Rodriguez.
Okay.
Of course, started his
देखो ठीक है
career in Goa
चलो मैं तो
and then has played for the likes of Mohun Bagan, Bengaluru, Pune City FC, Goa, Odisha FC, Hyderabad FC as well. But a free kick opportunity now for Sporting. They take it short towards the left hand side. Chance to cross. But Delhi FC can come away with it. And that is probably a chance.
वाइट है भाजी पूरा वाइट है
Oh, looks like it will be a yellow card. In fact, for the Sporting player. So, was that simulation? Maybe it was. But either ways,
ओके
So as I said, it's a very important game for both teams. A win will take you top of the table for now at least. A bit of pressure there on Avilash, but he clears it quite calmly. That's a lovely ball towards the right hand side. Can it be kept in? Not this time round though. A decent pace there shown by Aditya Sindhi. The offside flag is raised. So on the other hand, Sporting Club de Goa also on the same points at the moment. Started off with a loss versus United back on the 28th of March. Here's a chance though. Reverse ball on the corner. Shot is taken, and that is the first goal of the game. Delhi FC opened the scoring. And who else but Himanshu Jangra, who scores his 5th in 3 games. He is in red hot form on this red hot afternoon in Mohali. But with all the heat that he's packing, a cool finish. And just as I was about to mention about Sporting Club de Goa's first loss, they go down a goal within the 19th minute. Great move. Nice ball just around the corner of the defender. Very good run by Jangra, but what a finish with his left foot. Not easy to get it past Avilash Paul. An advantage for the hosts. That'll do them a lot of confidence. Jangra again looking for a ball. Not the best of defending. Chance again here for Delhi FC. Squared. And almost a second. A better finish, and it could have been 2 goals within a couple of minutes. Sporting need to do a lot better in the defense. And here come Delhi once again. Another ball over the top this time. Easy pickings for Avilash, who needs to slow things down a bit, I would say, but he plays it out quickly and gets it back. Needs to clear that. Another awkward one. A bit of a stoppage once again. So as I was saying, United beat Sporting in the first game of the season. Then Sporting with a slender 1-0 win versus Neroka. They drew to Karbiong Morning Star 1-1 and recently beat Sudeva Delhi 1-0. So haven't scored more than 1 goal so far in the campaign. Well, if they want a result, if they want to win, they've got to break that jinx. Today at least. Opportunity to put something into the area again for Delhi. Has been a good start from them. Another ball down the left-hand side. They've taken it short this time. Chance to cross. Decent defensive work. But they're not being able to play out from the back just yet, our Sporting. Got to do slightly better on the ball. That's more like it. Picked up by Syed and played towards the left. This is a good counter-attacking opportunity. It was too fast for the camera as well. And almost plays it through there for Himanshu once again. Who's always lurking, is always trying to sniff out any kind of chance he gets. Out for a throw, Sporting have it again. And are not too keen on keeping possession at the moment, just trying to get a few chances in. And that's how they like to play their football, so why not? Not wasting any time. After a flurry of attacks, sometimes you do tend to try and slow the game down if you can. But every time they do, it is Delhi FC who try to pounce and try to force the mistake. Flicked away. Opportunity for a throw again for Delhi FC. Sanatoy will take it. Tries to keep it in play but cleared away. This one awkwardly bounces out for a throw in for Sporting Club de Goa. It's those midfield balls that they've got to pick up and try to get something out of it at least. Almost an opportunity there for Sporting. And the first real action of the game there for Hanse. Does well. You've got to be brave if you're a goalkeeper, and he shows a bit of bravery on that occasion. Syed has a double team on him, tries to squeeze through but gets a corner for his team. This is better. Opportunity to cross something into the area and try and get back on level terms here. That's a poor delivery. After all that, you've got to put some height on it. Especially in an away game when you are down thanks to a goal in the first 20 minutes. some kind of pressure on the home side who haven't had much defending to do. The delivery has got to be better. Here they come again. Syed was quite open there on the edge of the area. If it was played to him, but wasn't. And that is a poor ball after all that. Not the best of defending once again. It has been quite poor from Sporting's point of view, especially on the right hand side. This time they get away with it because there was a foul. And Delhi FC trying to thwart that right hand side once again. A bit of a cutback on the cards. This time the chance not taken. Bit of a challenge comes in. Nice skip through and another foul comes in. Down to the left, Syed. Robbie. Chance to shoot. A bit of an awkward one and it's been parried over the top. Jurgen Hanse just about adjusts himself there. Should have almost seen it coming. After that deflection, the ball will always have lots of revs on it and turn away. But anyway, it did well to parry it over the top. And this time, it should be a better delivery from Sporting's point of view. Now, the delivery this time, it beats everybody. So the first corner didn't cross the first post, the second one crosses everybody. And time for a cooling break. And a bit of momentum needs to shift from Sporting's point of view. But for now, it's all good for Delhi FC. And they've got a few cold towels ready as well, just to keep themselves cool. Ranjit Bajaj is there as well, always on the sidelines for his boys, be it the youngsters of the Minerva Academy or Delhi FC, whether they were in the I League or now the I League 2. Coach Lobzang Dorji is also having a word. And the cooling breaks have become a bit of a tactical break as well. That always takes place. Augusto Wilson de Silva, coach of Sporting Club de Goa, also assisted by Francisco Savio Vaz, who's another passionate coach. But for now, of course, Delhi will be the happy of the two teams, taking a lead into this first cooling break. So the action continues. Now Sporting will like to have a bit more of the possession in this phase of the game. That's a foul right under the referee's nose. Might not like that call, but it was a straightforward one for the ref. An opportunity to shoot maybe here. Robbie Hansda looks to line it up. Not sure what the discussion is here, but just spoils the flow of the game. Not sure what Ivan Costa was telling the ref anyway. Quite a distance if Robbie is to score from here. And that is a nice try. What a save. Hanse gets a hand to it. This time it was a lot tougher than the previous one. But that's how well Robbie Hansda can strike it.
And that is a nice try.
Bit of power on it from him. Another opportunity from a corner now for Sporting, who are slowly making their way into this one. That's a better delivery, headed away by the black shirts. Himanshu lays it off. And that's not the best of passes. Could have held it a bit. In fact, there was a run, I beg your pardon, from Aditya Sindhi. So it was a decent pass eventually. Sanatoy with the throw. And the defenders do just about enough to make sure that will be a goal kick. Quite a few options on the bench for both sides. You will need that in this sort of a climate. Loose pass on that occasion. You get the feeling that both teams have had a bit of a flow. 5 to 7 minutes where Sporting have had a majority of the ball. Before that, it was Delhi FC who were really moving the ball along nicely. Now things seem to have settled. But 10 minutes and a bit of added time to play. Nice underlapping run, but not met with a pass. Himanshu, nice nutmeg, but can't retrieve it. And there was an opportunity to switch the play there. From Sporting, they didn't, and now they clear it away and lose possession. Bit of a challenge there on Himanshu. No foul, says the ref, even though he was looking for it. Not too careful with ball in hand here. Sporting, Himanshu makes the run, continues it. And the pass wasn't met by Akash Tirki. So as I was saying, there's just a bit of flow missing to the game from either side. Here's Samuel Costa, who's come on in place of Lenny Rodriguez, which is a big miss, of course. The former Indian international. Hopefully he'll be better as the games progress from Sporting's point of view. Oh, what is that? Avilash goes for the pass and just not working out from the back right now from Sporting Club de Goa's point of view. Once they move up the field, the passing is a lot better. And again, a miscommunication there between Neeraj Parekh and Syed Umer. Lining up a long throw again. Lots of space on the sidelines to get a good run up here on this ground. That's a very good throw. Bit of chaos in the 18-yard box, but good defensive work from Sporting. And now they can break with a bit of pace. Here's Robbie Hansda. Has options in the center. Tries to go onto his left foot. Doesn't cross it first time. Now a cross can come in. Decent delivery. Goes over on the bounce. Syed should retrieve it. And now again a double team against him. Tries to get through both. And for the second time it hasn't worked. This time he doesn't get a corner out of it either. Kept alive for a second there by Neeraj, but couldn't find Syed. Played back to Avilash by Narayan Das. Another very experienced player in the ranks. And good work there by Justin George. With his big frame. That'll be a foul. Just trying to leave a bit of an imprint there. Easy as you like for the referee. Launched long. Himanshu will stay down. He was looking for the flick on. Doesn't get the foul, but might need a bit of attention in the bargain. Already seen one injury. We don't want any more, that's for sure. Himanshu himself, who is still pretty young, but has had a bit of a journey already. Started off, of course, here at the Minerva Academy. Made a switch to Mohammedan Sporting for a bit. Tetros Wades as well. Has spent most of his senior career in Delhi FC. Had a bit of time in Indian Arrows and East Bengal as well. And has played age group football for the national team. That's a decent ball. Cross towards the second post. That's a good collection. No, in fact, he hasn't collected it properly. Hanse. As Jhanga tries to come back on, now he can. Decent ball in there from Syed Umer. And that's a nice ball through again. Himanshu tries to cut inside and shoots. He was held on to by one of the defenders for a second. Won't get the foul. But whenever he gets the ball, he's dangerous. As we've seen. Chance now to cross into the area again. That's not the best of balls. And will that be a corner? No, it'll be a goal kick. So Himanshu slowly but surely getting the goals. Here he is again. Looks for another 1-2. This time doesn't get it back. Would have been another nice move. And another foul. And speaking of goal scorers from Sporting Club de Goa's point of view, Joyce and Gonko got their first goal of the season. An absolute cracker against Neroka. As we see that foul once again. Not much in it. It was Doyle Alves who got another late equalizer this time against Karbianglong Morning Star. So 2 really late goals for them. And then not as late in the 74th minute, Alistair Anthony scored the penalty versus Sudeva Delhi. But this is the game for both the teams to try and break away from the likes of United and Sporting and Bengaluru and the rest. Now the ball into the area. Avilash Paul watches it whiz past without any sort of issue. Just a couple of minutes to go, plus a bit of added time. We might see at least, I would say, 4 to 5 minutes. What with that Lenny injury? That's a decent challenge. Ball is won back and cleared away by Joyner. And now Sporting can move it forward. That's a poor pass. Looking for Alistair, who scored in the last game. Couple of games today. This one at the Minerva Academy ground. And in the CSE Arena in Bengaluru as well. Sporting Club Bengaluru and Neroka taking on each other. Here's a chance. And they're asking for a handball there. Avilash Paul picks it up. But good defensive work by Joyner. Delhi FC opening out Sporting Club de Goa from that left-hand side. It's too easy at the moment. And Sporting looking to do the same, but they can't get through. And tomorrow we've got another couple of games for you from the Sudeva Residential Academy, Sudeva Delhi, taking on GMSC, and then Karbianglong Morning Star from the KASA Stadium, hosting FC Bengaluru United. So United Sports Club are the ones not playing this game week. Of course, the benefits of topping the table and taking the crown means you get a spot in the Indian Football League. Just like the likes of Diamond Harbour and Chanmari, who are doing really well in the IFL, especially Diamond Harbour. So far, so good for them. Looking to make it multiple promotions. Them and Chanmari actually have done that for the last few years. Who's going to join them this year? Well, for now, as things stand, if Delhi FC win this game the way they are right now, they will go up to 10 points. Bengaluru also have a chance to pick up a few points today. That's punched away, not the most convincing of punches, and as expected, 5 minutes have been added on at the end of this first half. That's good work from Sayed Dumair, who offensively has looked the best of the lot, along with Robbie Hansda, who took a good shot. But apart from that, not much happening from Sporting's point of view. They have some talented players, but they've got to make the most of it. One of the likes of Doyle Alves will come on. Raghav Gupta's on the bench as well. Very experienced, as is Rohan Rodriguez, Gaurav Rawat. Well, I'm not sure what that was about. That throw didn't even come in. Will be retaken. Sad gets it back. Falls quite kindly there towards Alistair Anthony, who couldn't do much about it. And now Delhi FC have a chance to break. A few runners beyond. That's a decent ball through. Opportunity to shoot once again. And a foul called. Not too sure where that came from. I think there was a tap there from Himanshu on one of the defenders. Has he won the ball back? There's Neeraj. Good ball control there from Alistair, and he gets a foul in a decent position to whip something into the area. Might as well wait and take it properly. So this could be a chance to nick an equalizer for Sporting. Ivan Costa and Neeraj Parekh stand over it. It will be Ivan. Puts it towards the second post. There is a wide shot there. Tries to feed it back into the area, but there was only a few black shirts around. And now on the counter, there's an opportunity. The pass doesn't come to Himanshu, who will be quite frustrated with that one. It was a straightforward pass. Speaking of which, Avilash Paul kicks it straight back into touch, and it will be a goal kick. So lots to play for. I think just need a bit more rhythm to the game from both sides' point of view. And the second half could be a cracker. Seen glimpses of good football in the first half. And Delhi FC have another chance to double their lead. Shot is straight into the hands of Avilash Paul. Either side of him, and maybe they could have doubled it. Last few seconds, perhaps, before we go into the break. And Sporting could have a chance. Naucha to Ivan Costa. Tries to take it down. And it's a decent flow to the game. And that's exactly when we will blow for half-time, just as it was heating up. And speaking of people in red-hot form, it's Himanshu Jangra's goal. It's always his goal that gives Delhi FC the lead at half-time, as Sporting Club de Goa have already suffered the loss of Lenny Rodriguez in terms of injury and are down a goal as well. But I'm sure they'll try to come back. For now, at halftime at the Minerva Academy ground, it's Delhi FC 1, Sporting Club de Goa 0. Don't go anywhere. Second half is just around the corner. Welcome back to second half action. As Sporting Club de Goa are trailing by a goal to nil. Delhi FC creating more of the chances in the first half. It's all about who can take home the 3 points though. Smashed upfield, and the chase is a bit too steep for the likes of Ayan Shakil on the left hand side. So what can they change? Augusto Wilson de Silva. Can he make the necessary changes, be it with tactics or personnel, to get back into this game? Well, Delhi FC continue to dominate and maybe put this game to bed, but they'll be looking for their first clean sheet, that's for sure. No real chances for slip-ups. Just a 9-team league, so before you know it, you will be either battling for those top few spots or dwindling in the middle or the bottom of the table. And it all happens very fast, mind you. Hawkip. That's a nice touch. Some good short passes from Delhi FC's point of view. And that is surely going to be offside. But still better from Sporting. Alistair Anthony making that run down the right. But when you can see the entire back four, you've got to time it slightly better. Justin smashes it long. Final touch came off a black shirt, so it will be a goal kick. Himanshu can't get that one. 50-50 balls. And that's a decent pass from Shakil lays it off, tries to get it back. And that could be a foul. No, nothing given by the ref. As I said, all to play for both teams. But Sporting Club de Goa, I've got to change a few things, and I think they have. Looks like Doyle Alves is on. There he is, the number 7. And Sanson, the left back, has also come onto the pitch in place of Neeraj. Naucha making way for Doyle, so had to make those changes at the break, considering they've already used one of their subs in the form of Lenny Rodriguez coming off and being replaced by Samuel Costa. And that is unnecessary. He might just get a yellow card for it. It will be a yellow card for Ayan Shakil. Well, I recently commentated on a handball tournament, and that's exactly how they were defending. That's not how it works here, that's for sure. Ayan Shakil with a block with his hands and an intentional one. That's why a yellow card. Delivery watched quite easily by Georgian as it goes over him into that hilly area. This wonderful Minerva Academy ground. That's nicely done. And Sporting Club de Goa and Goan teams in general love to play flourishing football. They have done that in a few games. And that's a great pass. Not the best of touches though. Just skipped away from the likes of Doyle Alves. But I've seen him play in the past, and he is definitely one of the positive changes that could have been made from Sporting's point of view. So this is an interesting game because both teams on 7 points. That should be watched out by the defense, and that is a good job. So both teams on 7 points. Sporting haven't scored more than 2 in a game. Delhi FC haven't kept a clean sheet yet. Sporting have lost a game, but Delhi haven't. They're unbeaten. A lot of firsts that you want to achieve and a lot of firsts that you don't. In this one, another dink over the top. Is that onside? It looks like it is onside, and that will be the equalizer. Within 7 minutes of the second half, it is Sporting Club de Goa who pull one back. Lovely dink there from the midfield. And I don't think the offside trap worked. Not the best of goalkeeping, but a brave finish. And not sure who got that final touch. But it looks like it is Alistair Anthony once again. Back-to-back goals for him. And it's Delhi FC 1, Sporting Club de Goa 1. And we have a second half on our hands, folks. Exactly what you would want as a neutral to keep this game alive. But that is poor from Delhi FC. They've been so good throughout the game. Defensively, they've been alert. Whether that was offside or not, you've got to keep playing. Avilash Paul comes for it. And that could be a penalty. And within 1 minute, Delhi FC get a pen. And Avilash Paul, with all his experience, sprawls out, brings down the attacker. And Delhi FC have a chance to go ahead again. Himanshu Jangra, that is brilliant pace from him. But you've got to see, Kunal could have easily cleared that away. He could have easily blocked Himanshu from coming through, so that Avilash could have received the ball before Himanshu got there. Avilash had to go for it. And eventually Kunal could have done better. Both of them could have done better. But now Himanshu, just maybe 100 seconds after conceding, has a chance to put Delhi FC ahead. And Avilash Paul can make amends after giving away a penalty. It's all happening here at the Minerva Academy ground. And time stands still for a second as Jatinder Singh has a word with Avilash. And Himanshu Jangra, who's already got one today, can get another. Himanshu scores! And Delhi FC take the lead within a matter of a few seconds. And there's a reason why he wears 1 and 1 on his back, is because he always gets the 1+1, especially in the last few games. Another brace for Delhi FC's captain. Another cool finish from him. He was rapid to get to the ball before Avilash Paul, but he was nice and easy as he put it past the glovesman of Sporting Club de Goa. And within a flash, Delhi FC take the lead back. That's disappointing from Sporting's point of view. And a couple of changes on the cards as well. Lunkim comes in, as does Radhakanta Singh. It's all happening. There is Lunkim. And Ayan Shakil and Aditya Sindhi are both off. A double change for Delhi FC. And a double for Jangra. And look at that, he's looking to sprint. And he wants his third right now, does he? As I said, it's match on. Well, Delhi FC never really switched off. And here they come again. There was a chance to play towards the left-hand side for Radhakanta as well. Well, DFC have not kept a clean sheet. That unfortunate stat will remain intact for them. As for Sporting Club de Goa, they will have to score a second goal in this game for the first time in the season if they are going to pick up a point out of this one. But defensive mishaps, I would say, on either end, whether it's from a keeping point of view on both ends or from a defensive point of view of on both ends. Both sides switched off at the back and the strikers made them pay. Long throw. Good defensive work. Headed away. Delhi FC will still have it. No, they won't. That'll run out of play. Just about out of play there. Rather kept in play. I beg your pardon. There was a appeal from the Delhi FC boys. And this has been a good second half in terms of, as I said, we use words like momentum and rhythm and flow. That's what football games are all about. Another ball played in. Chance maybe to shoot. That's a really nice turn. And the deflection is taken over the bar. A spring in the step for both attacks now. As Samuel Costa will go and take this corner. Here's Samuel. Headed through. Oh, and is that cleared off the line? I think it is. That should have been 2-2. Brilliant header. But an equally brilliant clearance. And Delhi FC have somehow kept their lead intact. What a second half this is turning out to be. A better delivery this time from Samuel Costa. Sanson Pereira will take it. This time they look for the flick on, but it doesn't work. Grand opportunity, and I mentioned about defenses switching off, but on that occasion, that was a great goal line clearance. Sporting come with it once again. Chance to shoot, this time wide. Well, it's all happening, that's for sure. Alistair this time spraying it away, and I think he was offside before that, coming back from an offside position. Delhi FC, of course, were in the I-League last season. Unfortunately for them, got relegated. Quite a dismal performance. That's a good challenge. They got 14 points only, as compared to 21 from Sporting Bengaluru, who came second last. That's another cross in. Defender needs to clear. And that was a poor touch there from Kunal Kundekar. But they will get a throw, and he'll go down to take it. So Delhi finished on 14 points, and Aizawl was the team to survive with the lowest points on 23. So it was quite a poor performance from them, but they want to get back up there. First time of asking. That's a nice pass. Chance to cross from Kunal. Decent delivery. Almost another one. This time another block, and they're asking for handball. No, says the referee. Chaos. As we take a look at the replay, couldn't really tell from that particular angle. Not 15 minutes played in this second half, and it's been as entertaining as the entirety of the first. That's a poor ball from Ivan Costa. And just to slow down the pace a bit, Georgian Hanse takes a breather. So 2 goals for Himanshu Jangra on a hat-trick once again, like he has been in the last few games in the I-League 2. A good goal from Alistair Anthony. He has also scored in back-to-back games. And this is a really important clash, as both these teams will be considering each other as rivals for the title. For now, at least. That's an awkward one. Himanshu will have to get back up though. It's all happening at the Minerva Academy ground. A bit of pinball, and Ranjit Bajaj is asking for an elbow to the face. I think he's quite warranted in that appeal. Still asking for the elbow. Anyway, time for a long throw again. This time it will be Justin George. Long throw, long levers from him. That's a good delivery. But cleared away. Nice quick throw taken by Kunal, and then looking for a flick on there from Doyle Alves. Cushioned header there from Lunkim, who continues his run. He might get it. Barakash Tirki couldn't play him through. And the final touch there coming off Haukip, which means Kunal has another chance to throw, gets it back, and then plays it through again. That's a good ball. Kunal goes for the cross, and it's straight into the hands of the keeper. Slightly better, but a slightly better ball, and it could have been two. Great defensive work there from Joyner. A good link-up play there between Doyle and Alistair and Kunal. And they have another chance now. Possession given away. This is the intent they should have been playing with in the first half. Sporting Club de Goa. Here's Kunal again. Goes for the cross. Awkward one. But spins straight into the hands of Georgian this time. Now Sporting with a bit more possession as they chase this game. And back in the 22-23 second division I-League, as it was called that time, I-League 2, the same division of course. It was Delhi FC who were champions and were promoted. So they've done it in the recent past, which is always something that helps you. In those days, it was a group stage and then a final round where they finished off on top. And then a few seasons in the I-League. But now they would love to get back there. The rebranded Indian Football League. Everybody wants to get there. That's a shot across the face of goal. It was a mixture of a shot and a cross. Sometimes those are the toughest ones if it comes in from a decent angle. And also before getting promotion in that 22-23 season, in the 2021 season they came third. So of course it's not an easy task. But Delhi FC do have that experience of getting there. So that's something that will help them, of course. Falls almost kindly. That's a high boot, is it? I think he got the ball first, though. Sporting Club de Goa players are wanting a foul. I don't know if it will be called. In fact, it has been called now. Pretty late reaction from the ref, but might have checked with the official. We'll have to take another look at this one. It was quite high. Doyle Alves is clutching his face. Was it a decision a little too late, though? Let's see it again. He did get the ball, but the boot was raised pretty high, that's for sure. Right outside the box from Justin George. They're quite frantic on the bench. The Sporting Club de Goa staff. But here's a good chance to get an equalizer. Perfect range for the left foot of Sanson Pereira. Robbie Hansda has to move away from this one because I'm sure Sanson would have said, this is a lefty's shot, my friend. Especially from this angle. Even the camera is perfectly placed. And just take a look at Joyner, who's standing right in front of the keeper in case he wants to put it towards that corner as well. But over the wall would be the best option. Here's Sanson! It's closer towards the goal at the back as compared to the goal on the field. A great opportunity. Got it up. Got it over. Got it way too far over. What a chance. "20 minutes to go. A few more chances is what Sporting Club de Goa would like. One thing is good that the sun seems to have disappeared for now. It's already around 5:30 here, so starting to cool down. Here's Narayan Das. Puts the ball into the area. Not the best of clearances. They need to go for it again, and now it has been cleared away by another black shirt. Speaking of which, a couple of changes seem to be on the cards for DFC if they're going to use it now. Avilash Paul under pressure from Himanshu once again. He's an absolute workhorse. So there we go, a couple of changes once again. Amritpal Singh will come on. And looks like Nauba is also on. And here comes Sporting once again. Not allowing the new players to settle down early. Chance to cross if it is played back. It's not been played back just yet there from Robbie Hansda. And that should be a corner. It was Narayan Das who took the first throw. Now I think it will be Samuel, who took a good corner last time round. There was a header which was cleared off the line. Here they come again. Sporting knocking on the door. Towards the second post, and that is, I wouldn't say poor defending, but poor communication. If there was a call, then maybe they wouldn't have gone for it and let it fizzle out. But here's another long throw on the cards. Kunal looks to launch. There's a flick on, and here could be a chance, headed away by a black shirt, and on the another chance to shoot, but it's over the top. Asking for another high boot. On the rebound, nothing coming off it, and in fact it has been given a corner. Kunal gets himself ready for it. Takes it short. Delivery towards the second post again. There was a white shirt with a touch on it. And cleared away. This is good pressure from Sporting Club de Goa. Another chance to cross. And cleared away again by Samson. Into a decent space for Himanshu. Not cleared properly, and the pass had to come this side because there was a good run. Possession given away. Here's the opportunity for Jangra. Gets brought down, but was the pass towards the left the better option? Once again, I think it was, because Lundkim was absolutely free. And now, on the other hand, Sporting have a chance. He's been brought down. No call from the referee just there. End-to-end stuff. What a game this is turning out to be. Pressure on both defenses, who are in disarray at the moment. That's offside, so he didn't continue his run. Losing possession a little too easily there, Sporting. Another chance to cross. In fact, looks for the cut inside, but that is very good defending from Ivan Costa, dropping deep. Justin looks over his shoulder. Anthony is there, cleared away by Georgian. Nauba keeps it in play. And a bit of pace now from the likes of Lunkin and Nauba for Delhi FC. Reverse ball, this time doesn't find Jangra. And it's time for a cooling break. And of course, both these teams have had their success over the years as they head into the final breather before we go into the business end of this game. Sporting Club de Goa, in that famous golden period of Indian football, finished runners-up of the I-League in the 05 season. Basically, it was the National Football League at that point. Then third place in the 08-09 season, when it was actually called the I-League. And also champions of the National Football League National Football League 2, NFL 2, which is basically what the I-League 2 is, back in 2002 and 3. And they've also come pretty close in the I-League 2. They came third in the 24-25 season and second in the 10-11 season. And I've also lifted the I-League 3 title most recently in the 23-24 season. A few words there from Savio Vaz, by the looks of it, the assistant coach. More than a few words, actually. And lots of history in cup competitions as well. Runners-up of the Fed Cup a couple of times, and 3 times actually, and the Durand Cup back in that spell of 2005-2006. So Joyson Gonkar comes in. Seen a lot of him at my time commentating in the Goa Pro League, which is another very intense state league. And such is the system of the Indian Football League, or the Indian Football Pyramid. You do well in your state league, you get a bit of a chance in the I-League 3, I-League 2. And then from there, just one good season, and you could be knocking on the door of the Indian Football League. Chance to put something into the area here. That's a poor delivery. Has to be a lot better than that. So a few good signings as well from Sporting Club de Goa this year. Spoke about Lenny Rodriguez and of course Narayan Das also, another experienced campaigner. Chance to cross here, good piece of defending. Haven't seen much of Syed in this second half, but that was a little better from him. They've had quite a few corners. Can they nudge one home though? Samuel puts it in, punched away by Hanse. Almost losing possession, and that was a chance for Delhi FC to just play it through. There were three players making that run. A foul called, I think, before that. I'll have to take another look at it, but it's all happening. Not easy to keep track. And another very good opportunity from the free kick. Sanson places it. I don't think he'll get another go. Ravi Hansda actually has a claim because he took a really good free kick. First time of asking in the game. But now Syed Umair looks like he's setting it up for his left foot. Sanson is surely, well, he's basically placing him aside, is Umair. And I'm sure Narayan Das is saying, just keep it on frame, boys. Ravi Hansda also looks really interested in this one. 4 in the wall, 1 slightly out of it. No draft excluder. Umair takes it. Oh, that was almost a postage stamp. Teasing us with what would have been one of the special goals of this I-League 2. Almost hitting that top left corner. Syed Umair, I said he was impressive today. Well, that would have been not the cherry on the top, but the cherry on the top left corner. But not to be. As Narayan Das said, well, probably would have said, hit the target, but that wasn't the case. Another cross inside, headed away. They're giving it a go here, Sporting Club de Goa. Playing some good attacking football that has been left alone. And then cleared away. Here they come again. Reverse ball. Keeper does well. Make sure to get there and put a bit of pressure on the touch. Not many chances in the last few minutes for Delhi FC, but they would love to keep the ball on this side of the field. Another long throw, this time headed away. Need to keep it alive, a bit of pressure there on them from the defense. That's a good one. And now thrown into the space for Ivan Costa. Good defensive work though by Samson. And Sporting Club de Goa can wriggle themselves free from a bit of a press. But then a bit of a loose touch from Samuel, who's done really well, taking over from Leddy in the midfield. And that's a sure shot foul from Ivan Costa. Few of the academy boys watching on. Of course, the Minerva Academy doing absolute wonders internationally in several tournaments. Recently being one of the Liverpool youth teams as well, which shows that we are hopefully moving in the right direction. And that's what it's all about, all these leagues that I'm fortunate enough to be a part of and call throughout the Indian football system and the state leagues and the youth leagues. It's all towards one goal, which is to improve Indian football at a holistic level. Time for a change now. Robbie Hansda comes off, hasn't had much service today, but has been good whenever he's got the ball, and Rohan Rodriguez comes on as they'll try to give one final push. And this time it is Georgian who goes down again. Not sure if this is a time wasting, not a time wasting tactic. It will be added on later. Not sure if this is just to take the flow out of the game. But the more you extend the added time when you're leading, the more nervy it gets towards the end of it. This will be a really big 3 points if Delhi FC can hold on to it. And there's an absolute cracker of a game going on in Bengaluru, where it's Sporting Club Bengaluru 3, Neroka FC 4, 7-goal thriller so far. One of the games of the tournament or of the league so far. You can catch that on the Indian Football YouTube channel. But for now, this one also hangs in the balance at the Minerva Academy ground. The 17th match of the I-League 2. Three minutes plus a bit of added time to play. Long throw from Sana, looks to back off in the box, and Avilash Paul collects. Kunal with the ball. And that's a lovely touch from Akash to keep possession, and then they try to clear it away. Doesn't really work as well into the trees. Narayan plays it backwards. Speaking about his experience, of course, India International has played quite a few games for the national side and for a plethora of clubs in the Indian football circuit. Most recently in United Kolkata Sports Club in the CFL before coming down here. And of course, has played for the likes of Interkashi FC Goa, Chennai in East Bengal, Odisha FC Goa, another stint. Dempo, Pailan Arrows. Been there, done it everywhere. Here's a chance now for Sporting. Opportunity to shoot, maybe not there. One player's down. Shot has been taken, but straight into the hands of the keeper. And another opportunity to just take the sting out of the game for Delhi FC. Of course, would love to check on the injury as well and hopefully see that it's all good. Frustration creeping in, of course, for Sporting. They have played a really good second half, but that penalty that they conceded so quickly after scoring, that was a really frustrating time for them. But now they can try and pull one back, but they've got to do it in a way they've not done before by scoring 2 goals in the I League 2 campaign. They haven't done that. Well, you've got to do it now. Himanshu almost got past. Almost. But overall, this has been a really enjoyable game to call. That'll be an enjoyable watch if you are a Delhi FC fan, because this will take them to 10 points. It'll keep Sporting on 7. And the way things are going in Bangalore with Naroka winning, it'll mean SC Bengaluru can't go from 5 to 8. So that is a good result for both these teams. 9 minutes of added time though. That's a lot of time for Sporting to get back into it. Yes, Syed, that's a great challenge. Amritpal Singh getting down and towards his left hand side to stop Syed. But here's Kunal. Doesn't go for the long throw this time, gets it back. Syed, who's on the right hand side this time. Himanshu does a good job dropping back and defending. Here's Kunal again. And Himanshu blasts that long. Ranjit Bayaj not too happy about that. They've taken it quickly. Here's Kunal. Cross comes in. Oh, it's over the top. That needed to be slightly better. And what an opportunity to get a decent ball into the box. Himanshu again chasing. Won't get it, but it could be 3-2-1 wins on the spin for Delhi FC if they can close it out with this scoreline. And all those 3 wins will be braces from Himanshu. Well, already are braces from Himanshu, but they've got to see it through. What a player. Holding down the fort for Delhi FC. 6 goals already. But they've got to defend one here. Another corner for Sporting. The keeper's come up already. Avilash Paul, can he achieve something great here? Delivery comes in. Paul went for it. Flicked on. I think they'll get another chance. From a throw, that is. Here's Sanson Pereira. Lines up the long throw. Gets a bit of air on it. Flicked on. Jangra himself with a good clearance. Should be kept inside. It is by Samson, who floats it towards the right hand side. Avilash Paul has made an absolute belt of a sprint back. He's in between the sticks. Himanshu again keeps going. Takes a shot. And Avilash makes the save to deny Jangra what would have been a spectacular hat-trick. But credit has to be given to Avilash, who made a sprint back and then a cat-like dive to his left-hand side to stop it from Himanshu at the first post. And don't forget, it was Himanshu who started the attack from his own box. So both of them made the sprint down and both of them landing up on the ground. Mostly because of fatigue towards the end of what has been a thrilling game between Delhi FC and Sporting Club de Goa. But there's still a few minutes to go. But Delhi FC will be happy that the ball is on this side of the field for now at least. Here they have a corner. They take it short and they keep it in the corner. That's good stuff from Radhakanta. So wanting to waste time rather than get the third. That was an awkward one. Vasayat to keep alive. Kunal off the ball. Bit of a slip from the keeper as well. Sorry, from the referee. But I think there was surely an arm out from Kunal. That's what Ranjit Bajaj is saying. And a bit of a push. And look where Vilash Paul has come up. He wants to get a goal more than anything else. And another stoppage because Jojan Hanse has gone down. He's got a bit of taping on that thigh of his, on that quad. So that is the issue for him. But he's pushing through this game. Himanshu goes for the back heel. Not the best of clearances. And Delhi FC will try to keep possession. Oh, that's a good dribble. And a shot from a distance which will go over the top. Decent dribble, almost Sharky-like. If you're a Premier League fan, you'll know. 2 minutes to go. Avilash Paul launches it. Sporting look for the flick on. They can't get it. That second goal in the I-League 2 still eluding them. Only managed to score one goal in the games they've scored. Heroic defending from Delhi FC. You've got to get back up. You've got to get to your feet. They will want to defend with all 11. And there's a ball towards the left-hand side. Chance now for Sporting. Kunal shoots and makes a hash of it. Just slices that shot, which should have at least been kept on target. Never know, a deflection, a flick from a teammate, a touch from an opponent, anything could take it past. But they're almost there now, Delhi FC. Kunal would like to put a ball into the area. That's a great ball headed wide on this occasion by Joyce Gonkar, who's already scored one important last-minute goal for Sporting Club de Goa, but not this time round. It's been an almost game for Sporting. And on the other hand, Neroka have won 5-3 versus Sporting Club Bengaluru. So they have got good points on the table. Sporting have missed out on a chance to get past the likes of the other Sporting, which is Sporting Club de Goa, who will stay on 7. 9 minutes of added time have been played. Kong Sai is waiting to come on. That'll be a foul. Poor challenge from Sanson. Oh, and then after that, the second one. So, sorry, the first challenge was from Joyner. The second one from Sanson was quite a dangerous one, right next to the referee. Doesn't take too much of an action on that one. So Samson looks like he'll come off. So it was a Samson challenge on Samson. There's similar names on either side of the team list. Radhakanta has been good since coming on. So it's not going to be him to be taken off. So the challenge was actually on Radhakanta by the looks of it. But either ways, there will be a card brandished. So a couple more minutes added on, but I think it should be done once Delhi FC spray this ball long. Akash smashes that towards that left corner flag. How many more seconds? Well, Delhi FC will take their time on this throw, that's for sure. Running down the clock as much as they can. Amrit. Look at that, that's an absolute swamp on that side. And somehow it will be a Delhi FC ball, and the academy players all around are enjoying it. Absolute mayhem in that corner flag. Chance now to take it through. Final touch comes off a Delhi FC player. How many more minutes will we play? Avilash is trying to take that as soon as he can. Radhakanta stops him. And he gets a push as well. Oh, it's all happening. It's all happening. That's a good header. Himanshu goes for it. Cleared away. And how many more minutes? I'm not sure. The ref is going to play. And there we go. Finally, it is the full-time whistle, and Himanshu Jangra falls to his knees because that has been one hell of a battle, one hell of a not even 90 but 100-minute game between Delhi FC and Sporting Club de Goa. At one point, it was 1-1, but that was only for basically a minute. And you can see how much it means to Ranjit Bajaj and the Delhi FC boys, because it is another win for them, the third 2-1 victory on the trot. the third brace from Himanshu Jangra on the trot, and they are trotting to the top and staying rather at the top of the I League 2 table. A good effort from Sporting Club de Goa, but unfortunately for them, they still haven't been able to score those 2 goals in one game, and that is something that they'll have to look at. But a fantastic game at the Minerva Academy ground comes to an end, and Delhi FC, still unbeaten, still at the top of the I League 2 in what has been a fantastic game and day in this league, which is only going to get more dramatic and better as the days go. 8 goals in Bengaluru, 3 here in Mohali, and the full-time score, Delhi FC 2, Sporting Club de Goa 1. And that's all from myself, Liam. But for now, we'll take a look at tomorrow's game. So Deva Delhi take on GMSC at 4 p.m. and then Karbi Anglong Morning Star take on FC Bengaluru United. I'll join you for the first one of that doubleheader tomorrow. But for now, thank you so much for watching. This is Liam signing off.